welcome back to Person to Person. I am Journey.
And I am Shanita.
And we are back with another video.
Yay! Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share so everybody can enjoy this fun and sip some tea with Person to Person.
Okay, and how much does that cost?
Free $99.
$3.99. All right, so we're going to get right into it. You guys know that October is the month of friendship for us. That's what we're going to be talking about all month. But as per usual, we have to sip some tea.
Sip some tea all month. This is our last episode for the month of October. We finished our first month. Well, here's the tea. Okay.
What is the tea, honey?
This tea is something that could only be fictional, but unfortunately, it's the truth. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Look at these faces you made.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Like piping hot.
Okay.
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 So there is this lovely French woman.
Okay.
71 years young.
Okay.
Giselle Pelicot.
Giselle Pelicot. 71.
71 years
Okay.
old. She's been married for 50 years. It's the same man.
Same man.
Same man.
Okay.
Okay. Fast forward to her husband's a perv.
How so?
So, Mr. Pelicot got hemmed up at the store
Okay.
trying to film upskirts.
Oh, come on.
Mhm.
Come on. Wait, if she's 71, he got to be 70.
They've been married 50 years. So
She's 70-something, too.
it gotta be.
Okay.
Okay. So he out here doing his little pervish stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Police catch him.
Mm.
They confiscate his phone.
Mhm.
Then they confiscate his laptop.
Okay.
They want to see what you been doing while you're out here filming people.
Exactly.
Then they found a file titled Abuse.
What's in the file?
So one would think that the things that are in this are, probably strangers, things that he's done to other people or videos
Of
that
course.
he may have found on
Of
the internet.
course.
Right?
Of course.
No. These videos are of his wife being essayed and raped by strangers.
What?
There were over 200 of those videos and pictures. What makes this even stranger? They always say the truth is stranger than fiction.
Okay.
The wife has no idea that this has been happening.
How?
He has been drugging her. Not only has he been drugging her, where she passes out, has no clue to what's going on, he has specific instructions for the abusers to use before going in to be with his wife. They have to get undressed in the kitchen so that they don't leave any strange articles of clothing.
Now. What?
They cannot smoke. They cannot wear cologne, strong soaps, anything that would possibly wake her up.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
So he's got people coming in to violate his wife
Yes.
that he has drugged
Mm-hmm.
to the point where she passes out. So she has no idea what's going on.
None.
And then there's protocol
There's
to the whole madness.
to the whole thing. He has a system.
What?
The drugging got so bad that she was going to the doctor complaining of memory loss, and nobody could figure out why she wasn't able to remember things.
That's terrible. That is just absolutely. And that's your husband?
Husband.
And he's just doing this for fun.
For fun. Been your husband.
So so it came out in a file. Did he get arrested?
Oh
Did
yeah, he's behind bars. I don't think the trial has happened as of yet,
Mhm.
but he's facing like 20 years.
Mr. Pelicot.
Mm-hmm.
He should face more than that.
He absolutely should.
He should face more than 20
Absolutely should.
Oh, Miss Pelicot.
Poor Miss Pelicot. Our heart goes out to her. Hopefully she is no longer Mrs. Pelicot. And hopefully she gets the mental help that she's gonna need to talk to a counselor.
71, you done lived all this life to find this out at 71?
At 71, and to think that you and your husband had a really good marriage.
Oh my God.
And he was the person that victimized you unthinkably.
I have so many follow-up questions, like did they have kids and what do the kids think?
I wish I knew.
Did these perpetrators get found and what was their punishment? And I have so many different questions.
The only one I can answer
Mm-hmm.
is They used facial recognition, and
Okay.
of the 75 faces, 50 of them are being brought up on charges. Oh, and one of them, because she didn't know any of them except for one, and that was their neighbor.
Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Okay. Poor Miss Pelicott. Shout out to Miss Pelicott.
Shout out
to Miss Pelicott. My goodness. Our heart goes out to you, ma'am. Because
Absolutely.
what in the world?
What in the world? But I digress.
It takes all sort of people to make up our society.
We don't need them, but it's
just saying. Moving on.
Moving on. Okay, anyway.
Okay, so I wanted to take the time out to check in on you.
Okay.
I really did. I wanted to take the time out to check in on you because you're an empty nester. Like literally all of your children are gone.
They are.
How are you feeling?
Amazing.
Is it amazing?
It is amazing.
What's amazing about it?
You get to just take back that peace and find yourself again, right?
Uh-huh.
Because when you are a mom or a dad and you're full-time and raising those kids, it's not about you.
I can only, yeah.
You don't remember who you are or what you like. And if you're like my husband and I, we've had kids our whole relationship.
Right.
So we never had that time to just connect.
Okay.
He and I.
Right, because some couples, they start out together without kids and then they enjoy each other and get to know each other and then they bring kids into the mix.
No, we had to get to know each other and enjoy each other while having children.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
However, we love our kids, right? We wouldn't change a thing about it.
Of course.
But now that everybody is over the age of 18, nobody's at home.
Yay.
So I enjoy the solitude of it all.
Okay.
Now my pockets don't feel like I'm an empty nester.
How, Sway? They gone.
First of all, two is gone. The third one, she's in college.
Yeah.
She is steady in our pockets. Steady. Okay, first of all, and she bougie.
Okay.
She don't like the food at her college.
Okay.
She says it's trash.
Okay.
So she expects groceries.
Oh, well, don't they get a food card?
And we done paid for it. She don't want it.
Oh,
she don't want it.
See.
So although we like, you better eat that food, she still muscles us out of money so that she can go. It's a muscle. She strong arms us so that she can go to the grocery store and what have you, and all of the things. So financially, it doesn't feel empty nest at all. It actually feels like it's two of them instead of one. Okay. But I do enjoy being able to reclaim my time and figure out what I like to do. If I wasn't an empty nester, we wouldn't be doing this podcast.
Okay, right. Exactly.
I didn't have the time.
You did not have the time. That's true. That's very,
so,
very true.
I'm just trying to figure out Shanita and what Shanita likes to do. So, I enjoy empty nesting.
So, shout out to Person and all of you empty nesters out there. I know I have a lot of friends who did the open houses with their babies and did the prom send-offs and all of that a few,
months ago.
And so, how do you feel that you're an empty nester now, that you've got your college kid in college and kind of out of the nest and you're experiencing that newfound independence? Put it in the comments.
We would love to know. Yes. And please don't have no babies. Okay? Because we are all still childbearing age. Okay? The worst thing you want to do is have all your kids out the house. And then you start fresh. Not because you don't even have them kids to babysit, okay? They going off doing that.
Right,
they can't
help
watch
your kid.
It's like starting from fresh. Don't do it. Tell him to unhand you now, okay?
Amen for that.
Yes.
All right. Well, what's next on the tea?
Oh, on the tea. Oh, speaking of husbands. Okay. So, many of you may not know, but my homegirl, Thug Thistle, is Tabitha Brown.
She's not your person.
She's not my person. Okay. I do not know her personally. I have met her a few times, but she's my homie in my head.
Okay.
Well, Tabitha has a podcast with her husband. I think it's called Fridays with Tab and Chance.
Okay.
So anywho, this is an older episode, but it just surfaced for me. And so she was talking about a time where a friend of hers was at the house with them. And the friend sat on her husband's lap.
Girl, stop.
Now,
stop playing with me.
Before I continue, everybody look at Tab as Auntie Tab. Right? She's so sweet, right?
She is.
There is another side, okay, to Miss Brown, okay? It's Bonita, okay? And Bonita will get you together. So she said when the friend sat on her husband's lap, she said, have you lost your mind?
Have you?
If you don't get up off my husband. She used another phrase, but I'm going to say, if you don't get up off my husband. She said, if you want to leave this house alive, let go of my man.
Okay, because what? I don't care how close we are. We'll never be that close. We'll never be that close.
Not that. And here's the thing. So for me, right, violence is never the answer. I'd have slapped both of them. And here's why I would have slapped both of them. Because the husband didn't act quick enough for me. Because why she wasn't on the floor.
Okay. It's the stand up part.
Okay. What you doing?
What happened to that?
That's it. Hey.
She got too comfortable.
No. And so I don't ever want a friend or anybody for that matter to feel that comfortable with my man. Because he's not ours. He's mine. Why would you sit on his lap? Where they do that?
Oh my God, I just don't see it as appropriate. Maybe some people don't mind that. Put in the comments if you cool with it.
No, it deserved to let me take you out back.
Look, I'm trying to see something. Are you comfortable with that? And if so, why?
Let me see you in the street.
Some people really don't see, like when you say he's mine and those type of terms, some people don't really subscribe to that. Seriously. Some people don't see a relationship as this is somebody I possess.
Absolutely.
Some people don't see it that way.
That's their business. But around here, between Normandy and Weston, that's mine. Okay? All right.
Normandy and Weston.
I'm just saying, we don't play those games.
Okay. Well, some folk don't, they don't live on Normandy and Weston.
Listen, if you have a polyamorous lifestyle, if you have a polyamorous mindset, if you have a communal mindset, shout out to you. Live your best life.
Do it.
Stay away from me and mine. Okay.
And that's that on that.
On that, okay?
All right. Well, we are going to get into our topic for the day.
Yes.
And that is your relationship, like your romantic relationship versus your friendship. And
Absolutely.
how to find balance there. Before we get all up into it, though, we're going to highlight our sponsor. Who's our sponsor for today?
It's me! Okay. So, first I'm going to tell you this before I show you. About a year ago, 2 years ago, at this point, I was doing 101 days of daily devotional videos. On my TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Every day you would get a video from me that would include scriptures and just my take on that topic for that day, wherever God led me. And one of a close family friend, she commented on one of my videos and she said, hey, this is great. You should turn this into a book. And I said, she's right. But, like we all do, we play with stuff and I just kept putting it off and kept putting it off. And I just kept feeling in my spirit that God really wanted me to do this.
Go ahead and answer the call.
So then what I did was I created this wonderful devotional. I know it's backwards, but it says Chasing God Devotional Journal. And in this journal, you have 30 days of things that, topics that you can read, what's going on. I don't think that they can see. You can see that.
It's okay.
All right. And then here we have, what are you grateful for?
Empty lines.
No, it's like,
stuff in
it's stuff for you to write. I'm grateful for. You're able to put the date. There are devotional topics with questions like, how have you covered your family in prayer? Are you walking in fear? So the questions are always related to whatever the topic for that day is. And so this was just something that was very therapeutic for me to not only do the videos, but to put it into written form
Mm-hmm.
for people that are just seeking God and want to do it in a very personal and intimate way.
Exactly.
So if this is something that you're looking for, Chasing God Devotional Journal by Shanita Morgan is available on Amazon. Okay. Pick you up once a day. I think it's $15. It's a very reasonably priced journal. You won't regret it.
What I like about the journal is, I mean, because you can free write, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like it's a little more meaningful when you have those prompts.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times you don't even know what you might need to get out. You know what I mean? And then you have those questions and it's like, okay, well, I'm purging some things that I really wasn't even thinking about or wasn't even mindful that it was an issue for me.
Absolutely.
But because of this prompt, I've got it all on paper and I can go to God in prayer. There's a lot of scriptures in here. Like I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So please grab your copy today.
I'm proud of you, person.
Thank you.
All right. Well, back to our topic: relationships versus friendships, honey.
Yes, honey.
I think that there's a must. You must balance your relationships and friendships. Absolutely. A lot of times you will have where a relationship is fresh. And so of course you need to give that a little bit more attention. Okay. And I feel like if you have real authentic friendships, they can respect that and they can give you space to do that. But at the same time, you always still want to have some type of dedication to your friendship time too.
Absolutely.
You don't want to lose yourself in your relationship.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, your relationship deserves, that respect and that growth.
Absolutely. I agree. I feel like it is, the older you get, it's less of a balancing act. And just more of a mutual respect.
Correct.
Right? Correct. Because when you're younger, or when you're single, because seasons of singleness, you cleave more to your friends.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
That's just, I ain't gonna, hey girl, I ain't got nothing to do. What you doing?
Because you literally don't have
nothing to do, right? And you try not to be depressed because you ain't got no man. Okay? You ain't got no, and ain't got you. You know what I'm saying? Like you acting crazy, feeling away. But really, it's about the older you get, friendships should require less.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So as you and I, we might really talk once a week. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
so during that once a week, like, hey girl, this happened,
like a
real conversation. We might have a quick bullet point. Hey girl, what you doing? Oh, okay, nothing. All right, bye. Like that's it.
Right.
But for the most part, we really get to kick it and connect about once a week.
That's right.
Right? Because our life just doesn't give us that space.
Exactly.
And so that should be okay. I have relationships in my life with friends that I can go months without talking to and just pick up the phone like nothing ever happened. No time lapse.
That's right. I have my bestie Ivory. We can literally go 6 months without saying a word to each other, and you would never be able to tell when we talk again.
No,
like there's no time and space that's too much for us to not have value to our friendship.
Absolutely.
And not enjoy each other genuinely when we talk. Or we can have clusters of communication where we're talking almost every day for a week on hand, and then we'll go maybe another 2 weeks without speaking. It's just the timetable is just non-existent with our friendship, and I do love that. But speaking as far as relationships versus friendships, what I love about us is that when she says, "Oh girl, that's my husband," that's it. We off the phone. We're off the phone. If I say, "Girl, that's my man, that's my fiance," we're off the phone. There's no explanations needed. I don't have to tell you what my fiance wants or what he needs, and that's why I got to get off the phone. There is no explanation at all for us to give that time and energy to our relationships. Like we truly respect that, and I love that about us.
Yeah,
I really do.
Absolutely. We're adults, right? And you got a job, you have your extracurricular activities. Speaking of extracurricular activities, before I finish, this one right here, okay, has the voice of an angel. Do you hear me?
Oh my God.
I recently watched her perform, and it was like I watched her for the first time.
Aww,
Every time she sings, it amazes me. Okay,
That's so sweet.
it's the truth. So do yourself a favor. If you ever hear about a Journey to Sound production where Journey herself is singing, get yourself there. Okay, you won't be disappointed.
Oh, that is so sweet to say.
It is the truth.
But yeah, these extracurricular activities keep me in the streets, honey.
In the streets,
In the
honey.
streets.
And I be in the sheets. You hear me? So I'm not mad that she in the streets. Girl, live your best life.
I'll be
Honey,
in the
but turn the
streets.
heat up because my toes is getting cold. I'm not leaving this house.
But yeah, I stay in the streets, and so that means that I have to make sure that I strategically place time for my relationship and for my friendships. I have to set aside time to spend time with my man that's not that's outside of going to a show.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
a performance, or her coming to see me sing, or whatever the case may be. We have to make sure that, in fact, she just hit me up and said, hey, we need a friend date, right? And so when we do that friend date, though, and I go and tell my fiance that I've got a friend date coming up, there's no back and forth about that.
No issues.
There's the respect there too. So your man or your significant other needs to have that respect and give you that space to foster your friendship.
Absolutely. And it's not a versus. And so even though that's the title of the episode, it should never be a versus, right? Anyone in your life, like, oh, you putting that dude before me, oh, you acting funny, you this, and this, and you're not losing yourself in this person, then there's an evaluation that needs to be done. There's a jealous spirit that's on that, right? Is that person not happy in their relationship? Does that person not have a relationship? Speaking of which, being in a committed relationship and having single friends can be tricky.
It can.
Right?
It can.
Right? Because I'm single. I'm out here. I'm living my best life. I'm doing whatever I feel like I need to do to fill this void. And those things are not always acceptable or respectable for someone that has a significant other.
Like what? Example?
Like for me, I can't go to the club and not get down with the get down. Like I'm on the floor, you know what I'm saying? I got to do the whole thing. But somebody twerking and somebody all gyrating up on me is not okay. I'm a married woman.
Aww.
So, hey, I'm going to decline that invitation. I'm not going to go, right? Because I don't know how to act.
Okay.
Right? It ain't nobody else's fault but my own. I don't know how to act.
It's not you.
It's me. So because I know I don't know how to act, right? And I don't feel like this is an appropriate setting, I'm not going to go. I'm going to have to respectfully decline.
Okay.
Right? I can't be your wingman when you going out on a date and he got a friend. I can't go.
Right. That's true too. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful of what's okay and what's not okay. What are the parameters and boundaries of your relationship? Because everyone's is different.
That's true.
Some people, man, don't care what they do. You
That's
can be
true.
out here.
That's true.
Girl, have fun. Twerk. Do that thing I like. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy yourself.
That's right. But that's that relationship.
And that's that relationship, and that's okay. So it's about the boundaries and parameters that you have in your relationship.
Right.
Do your friends respect it?
Right.
Does your significant other respect your friendship?
That's true. Because sometimes my fiance, depending on the situation, let's say we're at a bar, and because he doesn't necessarily do the whole dancing thing. Okay, but he might have a cousin or a friend who's a very good person who ballrooms or whatever, and he'll be like, "Babe, go dance," you know. So it all depends on
your significant other,
or what have you.
It does.
But yeah, I think it comes both ways. It's you respecting your relationship and respecting your friendship, making time for your relationship, making time for your friendship, and your significant other needing to respect that too.
Absolutely. It all boils down to respect and not getting beside yourself. Because let's be real. People will tend to prioritize their friendships sometimes too much.
That's true.
Because they're like, well, my friend gonna be here when you're gone. Well, first of all, that's speaking doom over your relationship already. But second of all, if they're your friends and this is a true healthy relationship, it can withstand time and space.
Okay. So pick me.
Okay. You picked.
Okay. So I had that issue right at the forefront when my relationship began,
Mm-hmm.
I have a village,
Absolutely.
right? I have a village of people, both male and female, around me who love on me.
Mm-hmm.
Blood couldn't make us any closer,
Mhm.
right? And so my frame of thought was, I'm sorry.
Go on, tell it. What was you thinking?
My frame of mind was, these people are going to be here if you don't make the cut.
Honey, didn't she
But-
mean it? But ain't we so glad he made the cut?
Okay. And so as our relationship progressed and I realized he is going to make this cut, I had to quickly switch my frame of thought to make him the priority. For real. And that was a big thing. That was a big thing for me to go ahead and make him that number one priority, to make sure everybody else knows, where they come in line, and making sure that that is clear on both sides. That was a really big adjustment for me. And so I guess I say that to just be a testimony to anybody else who might be who might be struggling with balancing their friendships, their village, their group of people who hold them down, POP, versus this new person who enters your life, and really evaluating whether they are worth putting other people in line, so to speak, or in the list of priorities, so to speak, because you couldn't tell me that my village was not first and foremost in my life. You couldn't tell me that. And then I had to realize how special and amazing and awesome my fiance is, and that he does deserve that spot. He does.
He does.
He deserves that spot.
Yeah, it's a anyone who has the nerve, audacity, okay, the unmitigated gall, to feel like they should be first on my list when I am a wife and when I am a mother, when I have parents, like who, what?
Yeah.
Baby, if you don't find your spot and have a seat, like you might be first on the friendship roster,
right?
but there are other people that come before you,
That's
and
right.
what they need
That's
matters to me more.
That's right.
Right? And so it is a balance. You don't ever want to not. Everybody needs friends.
Yeah.
Hopefully, your significant other is your friend.
Yeah.
But you still need outside friends.
That's right.
You need somebody
I
to
know
go
that's
to
right.
and talk to.
Okay.
Not tell all your business.
Your significant other wants you to have people that you can go to besides them and spend time with besides
right.
them.
Not go there to bash your significant other, people who don't like them and
Mhm.
all of those things, but
Mhm.
just an outlet
Yes.
for yourself, which also helps to strengthen your relationships,
Mhm.
right?
That's
Like you value the time you get to spend with your friends.
That's right.
Like, oh my God, I ain't been out in forever.
Yes.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just
One
a whole
margarita,
different feel
like,
too,
Yeah.
The same way you can say, you can look at your girlfriend and be like, hey, you can't do for me what he it's the same thing. He can't do for you what your girlfriend's gonna do, or what your friend is gonna do for you. It's a completely different energy. There's really no competition, like you say. Let's take the verses out.
Yeah.
There's really no competition between the two. There's two separate slots. Completely.
Two separate slots, and the slot you hold is the slot you hold, and I will behave accordingly. I don't have, and I need you to understand the capacity that I have. Like my relationship and how we do things is different than your relationship and how you do
That's
things.
right.
But you still have to respect how we do things over here.
That's
right. Because
Yeah.
we could go out. If I don't feel like dancing, guess what? My husband not dancing.
Okay.
Ain't no dancing gonna be had.
Okay.
Who is this woman?
Okay.
And why are we doing this? No. Like, so you just, it has to be okay.
That's correct.
And the thing that I love about relationships, all of them, friendships, romantic relationships, they evolve.
They do.
Right?
They absolutely do.
And the evolution is beautiful, and it should be respected and embraced.
Yes.
Right?
Please give each other space to grow.
Yes, our friendship has evolved.
It has.
We went from seeing each other every day, talking every day,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
We don't do those things anymore.
Right. Right. We also used to be coworkers, though. I think
Exactly.
that's what made it easy.
It was very easy, right?
'Cause
We had our drive
to see
time.
each other.
We knew what time each other got off work. We
Yes.
had our drive time.
Yes.
I talked to you on my way to work. I talked to you when I get home from work.
Yes.
If these fools done did something stupid, I done called you while I was at work. You know what I'm saying? Right? We now have 2 separate jobs. We do, we're on the phone a lot of times.
Man, we've been through married, speaking of me,
Mhm.
married, divorce, courtship, engagement. Like, we done been down through there.
Don't forget, you weren't married when we first met.
That's
when
right.
we first became
That's right.
friends. Like, so
That's
yeah,
right.
we've been
Yep. We
through
done been through all the different
reincarnations.
stages of
Yeah.
romantic relationships.
So it's like you have to respect when but like, so when I was when me and my husband were not married yet, but we
Mhm.
were on a break,
Mhm.
I so respected the fact that you were married, right?
Uh-huh.
And I didn't try, to get you to come go out with me.
Right,
and
right.
No, you're married,
Right.
you got kids.
Right.
Go,
Exactly.
and do
Exactly.
what you need to do.
Exactly.
And I'll appreciate our drive time.
Exactly. You know what I liked is that let's say we had a coworker or mutual friend who was having a party at a bar at the club,
Mhm.
right? I like the fact that we were 2 married women who knew how to act together. You know what I mean? Like, we were the ones who wasn't all
Like,
on everything. Like, I like that we had that camaraderie as married women, or committed relationship women. You know, that thing.
Yeah.
I like that we shared that.
Because you have to have that. Like, I have a personality where to you it may seem like I'm out here trying to get attention. I ain't paid you and nobody else no mind.
No.
I don't know what's going on
Mhm.
outside of the
Okay.
conversation that I'm
Okay.
having. And so because of that, I have to be mindful of where I go and what I do,
Yeah.
because I'm not trying to get nobody the wrong idea.
Okay, but let's not get it twisted though. Even though we had that camaraderie of women who were in serious relationships or women who were married and not, twerking that thing on everybody, we still had a good.
Baby, we had a ball. You hear
We
me?
had a good time.
A ball.
A time was had.
Okay.
A time was definitely had. So, I feel like, we definitely know what it's like to respect each other, respect our relationships, still find time for each other. But all friendships don't have that, and so I think for that, it's just a conversation. Communication is key. Have those conversations with your friends. Have those conversations with your significant others. Reassure and assert with your significant other that they are a priority.
Absolutely.
Make that be known. Have that conversation, and then at the same time, have that conversation with your friend.
Yeah, if your friend is too needy, you gotta tell them, like, hey, I don't have the capacity right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. Here's the thing: if I'm at home, most of the time when I get home, phone basically goes off. Like, I'm chilling with my family. I'm with my husband. When the kids were home, I'm with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really talk on the phone once I'm at home. But anytime that you need me, you can call me.
That's right.
I'll pick up the phone. I'll, excuse myself from whatever I'm doing because my friend needs me.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to, be bendable and movable. So even though, as a rule of thumb, I'm just at home enjoying my husband because I ain't seen him all day either.
Right.
Like, we both been at work all day. So this is our time to connect and, have a good day. But I'm always available. Right? If it's smoke in the city, it's 1:00 in the morning. Now my husband coming with me, it's 1:00 in the morning. I'm gonna grab my shoes and go see about her. What's going on? You all right? What is it that we need to do?
Yeah.
So it's not choosing. It's just reworking. It's a framework of how does this relationship work? I'm not a person. I didn't grow up in a house where we always had people at our home. I realized as an adult, I don't like people in my house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Too, because I have another friend. I've been friends with her for the longest time. Oh, her name is Laura. Shout out to Laura.
Hey, Laura.
When we were friends, we're still friends. But in the prime of our friendship, we did that. I was always at her house. She was always at my house. Like, there was no real separation. Like, I can literally go and cry on her bed at any time that I want to, or go and congregate with her and her family and all of that. And so that's just the different dynamics of your friends that you do have. Some friends is just not like that, but that doesn't lessen the friendship.
No, it's just
it doesn't lessen the love either.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, and when I'm single, come on over, right? It's still only a select few. Everybody ain't allowed in my house. But come on over. You know what I'm saying? We can hang out. Let's watch a movie. We used to watch Grey's Anatomy together.
Yes.
True Blood. We had a date. We would
Yeah.
watch True Blood on Sundays,
Yeah.
you know, together.
Yeah.
Like, so we prioritized and made those, you know, made that time. But then at the same time, when you live with someone, you have to make sure that they're comfortable
That's right.
in that space as well.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
and any friend that is not okay. Listen, this man pays the bills. Okay, this man helps take care of these children. This man, if he is not comfortable with having another person in the all up and through the house, it's okay that they're not comfortable with that. That's okay. It's his house too.
Right. We have designated times when everybody, y'all, hey, we're having to get together, or, you know, we want to do this. Come on over.
Right. And is it real friendship if I'm as your friend and I say, hey, my significant other is not okay with that. Excuse me. If my significant other is not okay with that, and you're like, F that, I'm going to come over, and this are like,
right.
Is that respect?
Forget that dude. Who is he?
Yeah,
who do you think he is?
Is
I've been
respect?
here.
Is that love? I don't know.
No, because now you're trying to cause conflict and chaos
in the house.
Exactly. That doesn't need to be there.
Okay.
Like if you need me, you want to hang out, let's go have a drink.
Yeah.
Let's go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll come to you.
Right. I don't have to be all up and through.
Yeah, like it's not necessary
to be your friend.
You don't. And so here's the thing. I'm not a jealous person. I'm not gonna go through your phone.
Oh no.
I'm not. You left the house at 8 a.m. You told me you was at work. You showed back up at 10 p.m. And I noticed the kind of work you do. I'm not asking no questions. Hey, babe, how was your day? However, I am very possessive.
Okay, and that's different.
That is very different.
That's different.
I feel, for lack of a better term, don't kill me, ownership, right? Like, this is my husband. I don't share well.
Right.
Shout out to my mama. She didn't teach us to share well. She like, you got your own stuff. You ain't got to share with nobody. So I don't know how to share. So things, you know what? I'm going to be honest. So I wasn't always that way.
Okay.
I was young and I was dating a guy. And then I had a friend. And this person, you couldn't tell me, she was my whole world. She was my best friend, right? I loved her so much. And
I'm saying all because she's not existing now.
She's not. And so at the time I was 17.
Okay.
Right? But I was living on my own, and she had recently come to stay with me for a short period of time.
Okay.
And my boyfriend would come and spend every weekend.
Okay.
Okay? But I also
But you said friend there too.
But said friend there.
Okay.
And then I had a midnight job at the Coney Island. So I would go to the Coney Island, be at work, and leave him at the house. And so her boyfriend one day, he kicked up a ruckus.
Yeah.
Baby, you hear me? A ruckus.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't understand, like, why he tripping? Like, we're all friends. We all work together. No. Like, why is he mad? Right?
Okay.
Fast forward, me and him had broken up. And we were at the wedding of mutual friends, right? And so, you know, he told me, oh, I love you. I'll always love you, you know, blah, blah, blah. So again, this is my best friend. So I come in and I tell her. And she got so upset. And she jumped up and walked out. For whatever reason, I didn't follow her. I just sat there like, what's going on?
What's the problem?
And so I had rode with her and she's like, we're ready to leave. Da-da-da-da. So she's pissed. So I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Right.
And she was like, he asked me to marry him. I say, what now? So then that made me just replay everything in my mind and the things that I thought were innocent. And I'm like, oh my God, these two people had probably been sleeping with each other behind my back while I was at work. I'm thinking that you love me and you're my friend. I'm thinking that he loves me. This is my man. And this is just not happening.
And they for the streets.
Now, I knew he was for the streets.
Okay.
He was for the streets. But her, I never expected it from.
Yeah.
Right? And so that taught me a very valuable lesson, and it changed who I am as a person. I don't mix.
Share.
No. I do not mix my man and my friends. If you don't have somewhere to live as my friend, you can't come stay with me and my husband.
But I'm broke and I ain't got
But I will put you up in a room.
Okay.
I will spend my money for you. But here you can't stay. Here you can't stay. And not that I don't trust you, not that I don't trust my husband, I was burned,
Yeah.
and I'll never put myself in that position. So
Yeah.
I don't mingle. And my husband with a lot of people,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
You know that firsthand.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's very selective few people that I have around
But
my
your
husband.
husband don't do that. He don't get down with any and everybody.
He
He's
doesn't.
very selective.
He is very selective.
Yes.
I like that he's not that friendly.
Mhm.
Right? When we were younger, I couldn't stand it. Like, why is you acting like that? Like,
Mhm.
no, I absolutely like it because I don't like a man that's too friendly.
Okay.
It red flags. I'll be like, pew, pew, pew. Why are you so friendly? Why you want to be my friend? I don't like it. So because of that,
Mhm.
I keep my relationships and my friendships for the most part separate.
Yes. Yes. I
There will
understand
be a
that.
few comminglings, but not very
I
often.
understand
Right? This
that.
is separate.
I understand
Like for the
that.
most part, I think you and Byron are the only couple that we hang out with from time to time.
Meanwhile, we hang out with everybody.
They hang out with everybody. Okay, everybody, all is welcome. You want to hang out with Byron around
We
here?
on the streets.
You are welcome. While over here, there is a rigorous background check. We need to see your references.
Okay, psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, all in all, you just have to have respect.
You do.
Just have to have respect and in all communication as well.
Absolutely.
Let your folks, your loved ones, your friendships, your people, your significant other ones, let them know what your boundaries are. Okay, what the expectations are,
What you need.
what your priorities are, and it should all work out.
It should all work out.
Yeah. So I guess that concludes this episode and another one.
Pew, 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 pew.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It is free $99. And we love you. Thank you for being on this journey and watching us grow. Things are going to get better and better every time, like our new teacups.
Yes, person
We
to
sipping tea for
person.
real.
We sipping tea for real.
Okay, so yeah, person to person, and we are out.